Hi there. In this video, I wanted to go over a sample chapter using if you have an ebook, how to use your ebook to also find the exercises that are listed in your syllabus under textbook. And I'll kind of run through a sample chapter. Even if you're not in this particular class, your class will work in a similar fashion. So just keep that in mind as we're going through. So usually in the first part of the chapter, I have you go to SIMnet and do the Simbook chapter assignment. So you can see here I'm going to use a PowerPoint as an example. And you can see like here is a Simbook chapter. So that's where you would go to complete the Simbook chapter. You would just click on it. You would say open Simbook. You can also scroll down and see that there are lots of things going on in this chapter. When you're doing just the Simbook chapter, you just need to read the information over, like the chapter overview. You can see like these here have points. Those you would want to go ahead and work through. Those are the ones that will have the Let Me Try exercises. So make sure that you're working through each one of these, scrolling all the way down until you've completed everything on that page. For now, you don't have to do the pause and practice exercises. If you want to, you can stop and do them. Or you can go through the entire Simbook and then come back to them. It's totally up to you. But these are the ones that you'll actually do in your particular program and then submit them through the Blackboard website. So you would go ahead and go through all of the Simbook chapter. Just go through the chapter summary and check for understanding. You don't need to look at any of the projects at the end of the chapter because I've assigned certain ones to you and we'll get to those later. So you can always stop at the check for understanding chapter summary. Okay, and notice that these don't have any points associated with them, so you won't be deducted. No points would be deducted. Okay, so let's go back to assignments. Then if we look in the syllabus, now it says go to the assignments page and click your chapter 1 link to download the files that you'll need for your exercise. So I've logged into Blackboard as a demo student. Again, if you're not in the PowerPoint class, that's fine. Yours will work in the same fashion. So I'll go over to the assignments link and I'll find the link for the chapter that I want to work on, and notice that you have some files that you're going to need for this chapter. So you can go ahead and click on the link to open up the assignment. Let's see, hopefully my computer will cooperate with me. And it's going a little slow. Wouldn't that figure? There we go. Okay, oh, hold on one second. Let's go back here because I think I've already turned that in under my demo account. Let's try a different one. Let's say we're doing the chapter 2 pause and practice. I think this one will work. Sorry about that. Okay, so this assignment will tell me when it's due, the total points, and what things I need to do. This is all listed in your syllabus as well. But as you scroll down, you'll see that there are, in this case, just one file. There may be multiple files. These are the files that you need to download and save to your computer. And this is the file that you would be working on in the chapter. So a quick way to download that, if I right-click on the link and then save link as, you can also try to open it as well. Either way, however you feel comfortable saving it. Then I would go to my desktop, and let's see if I have I have a CPTE 128 class folder, and I'll go ahead and create a new folder called Chapter 2. I'll double click on that folder and then I'll go ahead and save my file there. Okay, so my file is now saved into my folder and I can use that for later. So now I need the instructions. If you're using your textbook, you would just go to your textbook, and I have the pages listed in your syllabus, and they're also listed here in your on the assignments page. If you're using an ebook, you would go back to SIMnet. You can click on this link right here called Library, and the library will show you your book. Now granted, I have lots of books because I teach multiple classes, but you would probably just have one, maybe two books depending on which classes you're in. But this is how you can look through your book anytime. It doesn't matter if you've already completed the Simbook chapter and this book will be available to you for basically forever and ever because you've now paid for it, okay? So it says choose a section. I want to go to the PowerPoint section, and let's say I'm working in chapter 2 and I'm ready to do my pause and practice exercises. I've already completed the Simbook chapter and I've downloaded my file. So now I'll go to click on the pause and practice 2-1. I'll start there, and here are all my instructions for this particular assignment. Now it's up to you if you want to go ahead and just read them from here. You're going to open the presentation that we just downloaded. So you'll be working in your particular program, or maybe you're using Excel. You would be working in the Excel program, again, whichever class you're in. I prefer to have a printed copy so I can look at it and then work on my computer, or if you have a tablet and a computer, you could open this up on your tablet maybe and then working on your computer, whatever scenario you're working with. But the good news is that you can print the pause and practice instructions, and it will print just the pause and practice. So you're not going to get anything else. You're not going to get the whole Simbook chapter or anything like that. So if you prefer to do it that way, you can just use that print button. I'll show it to you again. It's just this little button up here, and then you can have that as a printed copy. So now you're just going to follow along on all of these instructions. If you get stuck, you can always go back. I'll click the X. Just go back into your chapter and read your chapter for help on doing things. Maybe you can't remember how to add the text effects or what have you. You can always go back into your chapter and use your book as a guide. Okay, so make sure to consult your syllabus for the pause and practice exercises that I've assigned to you. When you have finished all of them as indicated in the syllabus, you're now going to go back to the Blackboard site and you'll be ready to turn them in. So you want to read your instructions on how, what I need for you to turn in. In this case, it says file to submit is just this one file. So you'll go to browse my computer, and then you'll find, let's go to our CBT 128 folder, chapter 2. Now you would have a different file obviously because you would have done your work, but I'll just use this as an example. So we're going to go ahead and double click on that to open it up, and now I have it attached. If you had multiple files for some reason, you could go ahead and just click on those. You want to make sure to upload all of your files before clicking on the submit button. So let's say I'm ready to turn this in. I'll go ahead and click on submit. And again, for some reason, my computer is slow today. But it's taking its time, but it's submitting the assignment for you. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. I had to take a quick little pause. So you can see now that I've submitted this assignment. If I needed to, let's say I forgot to turn something in, I could say start new, and that would I could go back and add anything else that I needed to, but we're okay for now, so I'll just say cancel. Okay, so now I'm looking at my syllabus again, and it says the next thing I need to do is the Chapter 1 guided project, and that's in SIMnet. So I'll go back to SIMnet. I'll close out of my pause and practice, or my chapter I think I was looking at. I'll go back to the assignments link, and I'm going to look for the project that I need. So I'll go ahead and look for the project. Here's the independent project 2-6. So here we go. Here's the 1-2. Here we go. The guided project 2-3. So I would click on the project, and I have another link on how to work with the project. Make sure you're downloading the instructions from your site here, not going through your book or your ebook for the instructions. Here's your start file, and then you can just use the download files. If you have a project that has more than one file, like you have the start file and additional files, you'll also see a link called resources, and that's where you're going to find your other files. But again, I have another video on this, so I won't go over this in detail right now. Once you're done with your project, you're going to upload it and save it and grade it, submit it for grading. You can always click on the grades button, and you'll see your grades listed here. Now you can see, like, I accessed that Chapter 1 Simbook. Right now my grade is 0. got to get going. But it's just because I went into the Simbook, I didn't actually complete anything, so, but it knows that I accessed it. So as you're completing things, you always want to make sure that you should have 100% on your Simbook. That just means you completed all of the Let Me Try exercises. Okay, so I'll just click back on assignments. I'm looking back at my syllabus. The next thing I need to do is an independent project, so I'll find that, and here it is, Chapter 2, Independent Project 2-6. So that would be next on my list. So you can see I'm using my syllabus, and please go ahead and do your assignments as listed in the syllabus. Okay. Then it says go back to the assignments page in Blackboard. So next I'm going to go back to the assignments page, and it looks like I have one more thing to finish for that chapter, and it's a Chapter 2 Improve It project. Okay, so again, you see that there's a file here that you're going to need, so go ahead and open this up, download your file, or you can even download it right from here. You can just say Save Link As, just right-click on it and save that. And then you're going to want to go to your textbook or your ebook to find the directions. So if you're using your textbook, you're going to go to pages 133 to 135. If you're using your ebook, you'll go back to SIMnet, click on Library, find your book again, and I want to do the PowerPoint. I'll go to Chapter 2, and now I'm just going to keep moving down until I see here's the Improve It project, so I'll go ahead and open that up. Again, you can print it if you would like, otherwise just have this open and follow along. You can see here's that file that you're downloading. So you're going to open this file in your program. Here it's PowerPoint or whichever program you're working in. And then you're going to go ahead and just follow along in all of these directions. Okay. Now, this is one where even though we're getting the instructions just like the Pause and Practice, you're using your ebook, as you read along in your syllabus, you will see that this is another one where we're going to actually turn it in through the Blackboard site. So once you're done, we'll go back to Blackboard. I would click on the Chapter 2 Improve It project link. I would go down to the assignment submission area, click Browse My Computer, find whatever file you're going to be working on. In this case, I'll just click Cancel because I don't have a file to add. And then just click Submit. So that would be it for that chapter. Let's go back here real quick to the course homepage. Once you've started turning things in, you can click on the My Grades link in Blackboard, and this is where you can see things that you've submitted. The little exclamation point in the with the yellow background says that I've submitted it and it's just waiting to be graded. And then once it's graded, you would be able to check your points here as well as any feedback I had for you. So you can see here you can check your grades on anything that you're submitting through the Blackboard site. If I wanted to check my grades in SIMnet, see, I'll close this. And again, you have a grades link here. So either place you can check. At the end of the semester, I combine the two grades to figure out your final grade. So I hope this helps you understand how to maneuver through all of the assignments. The main thing that I would say is please just read your syllabus, and it has a lot of explanation in there as well as on the assignments page, and certainly let me know if you have any questions. Take care.